Well, we're used to hearing politicians, even some folks right here at Fox Business, talk about breaking up Facebook and Google. But now a computer scientist who's actually known for inventing what he called the World Wide Web in 1989. And no, we're not talking about Al Gore here. He's saying the same thing. British-born scientist Tim Berners-Lee says the concentration of Facebook and Google in the digital marketplace now demands that, quote, there is no alternative to really coming in and breaking things up. So, gang, is he right?
Okay, first of all,
absolutely not. Look, I guess I'll jump in first. Look, we have a long history of targeting big companies that end up, even without government intervention, falling on their own petard. You know, for the very first and most famous one was Standard Oil. I got news for you. Even before the government intervened and broke them up into 34 countries, they had lost half their market share. Why? Market competition. At one time, Internet Explorer had 96% of the browser market. People still use it? No, they're using the Chrome and the Google and other stuff like that. Market forces will take care of this. What this techie said is completely idiotic.
Well, to be fair, he also said, let's see if they get destroyed first by competition.
Let me just put up that full screen. Before breaking them up, we should see whether they are not just disrupted by small player beating them out of the market, but by the market shifting, by the interest going somewhere else. So you're right. He does kind of contradict himself a little bit.
He's being a little delusional because they won't. Because unlike the early phase of technology, when companies like AOL went away and to competitors, you didn't have to do anything. They destroyed each other, and we have the consumer benefited. There's no question about that history that Kerry is alluding to. Things have changed. If you haven't noticed,
this
these
time
companies.
It's different. What has happened to all you people? This time it's different. They said the same thing about Alcoa, about Standard Oil, about Microsoft.
I'm going to explain the difference between the early tech era and now. What has happened is a company like Google is actually not built. We think it's the greatest innovator, but it's actually become a tech conglomerate that acquires competitors that are supposed to come up and beat them. Facebook bought Instagram. If they didn't, Instagram would have taken out Facebook. Let me just finish. Google bought YouTube. They bought Android. They bought Nest. They bought all the patents from Motorola. They bought DoubleClick. They didn't invent anything. They're sweeping up the competition, own it all. We don't need to break them up. We need to stop them from buying the competition. That's all.
Well, I mean, you bring up Standard Oil. When Standard Oil was a monopoly, the price of oil dropped precipitously. There's nothing wrong with having one company that's a dominant company if that market share is won through competition. And there's a tremendous amount of competition in all of these spaces.
The competition's wonderful. That's my point. Let there be competition. Don't let them quickly, because they have so much money now, buy competitors up. Remember, Google tried to be YouTube. They failed, and YouTube would have been YouTube, but Google bought YouTube. That's what we got to watch out for, not the break them up now that they're too big. Don't let them take all the competitors up and own the entire world of technology. That's what you have to watch out for.
But Jonas, large competitors have always bought. How many companies do you think Amazon and Microsoft have bought over the years? Microsoft, how many companies do you think IBM has bought over the years? At some point, new technology comes in. At one time, there was just 3 networks, CBS, NBC, and ABC. Now what do you have?
And today's tech geniuses have learned from mistakes. I bet Microsoft wished they bought Apple at one point.
It was going to be Sears.
And we're better that they didn't.
Well, in our life, my lifetime, it was going to be Sears. There was going to be Walmart's that was going to kill us all. There was going to be Microsoft with their dominance. In a free market, new competitors always come up. But even, Jonas, your point of, well, let's not break them up. Let's just control how they can merge.
These companies have been handled with kid gloves by Washington for years. They've gotten a free pass. You know, they're protected from any liability because of laws in Washington for user-generated content. They've gotten a free ride for a long time. And like Jonas said, the acquisition of Instagram should have never happened by Facebook.
I have to say, it's ironic to say that Google has got a free ride. Meanwhile, you probably use that 100 times a day, and you've never paid a cent for it.
I mean, you're saying
we pay. Wait. Oh, we pay.
Voluntarily.
We just don't know how we pay. We don't know where that user-generated data is. We don't even really know how long they save it. We pay plenty. We just don't know the actual price tag.
Are you two free marketers? Tell me, if you heard tomorrow that Google and Facebook were merging, you wouldn't be a little concerned about it?
No,
not at all. Not at all.
I don't pay.
Tech company in charge of the whole world. What could possibly go wrong?
Well, I got to say, there is a competition. There are competitors. competitors
our
out there, and one of them, by the way, is Bing. Bing competes. Bing is owned by Microsoft.
Bing? What is Bing?
Bing. I love Bing. I use Bing more than Google.
I know they're paying
every
you,
day.
David.
I love
I know
Bing.
they're paying you.
I don't have
Nobody uses
one
Bing
penny of
who isn't
Microsoft
70 years
stock. Not
old.
one penny.
The only people who use Bing, it comes on their computer and they don't know how to replace it. It pops up, it keeps reinstalling itself, and they don't know better. If I could go to my dad's condo in South Beach and make him put Google back on, he would.
I'm a Bing guy, and I don't have Microsoft. I'm not Stuart Varney. All right.
I wouldn't brag about that at parties, David.
Don't you want young people to like you?